Okay, it's happening. Hi, I'm Malu and I'm an illustrator, and I'm trying to make videos so for who? For people who would like to know what happens in a secret life of freelance illustrator. Yes, because that's it. We spend most of the times behind the screen, and the only thing we show is the magical results. So I was considering maybe I can tell a little bit of the struggles and how sometimes take forever to finish something. And yeah, then I had this idea. I don't know how to edit in videos, and I probably don't have time for that, but I'm here brave enough to start doing something. It's my first video ever, so let's discover this whole thing together. I'm from Brazil, so that's why my English is not so perfect or something like that. So please don't be too judgy. Keep in mind that I work drawing, not talking, mostly not talking at all, even though I like to talk. So yeah, that's we take this language shyness out of the picture. I have troubles to make eye contact, and I'm thinking about the video is the same thing. I don't know where to look at, but let's make the best of this video thing. I'm in a studio. I work in a studio in Copenhagen. If I share with another more than 20 amazing artists that I will probably maybe one day show them, but mostly you have to get used to my face here. So this is my background and things that are happening here. What else for a first video? I think you're very brave watching this, just saying. I'm very brave to making it, but you're watching, you're way braver than me. What do I do? I'm an illustrator. I said that already. I do cute drawings for kids mainly, but I like to believe that everybody can like it because I usually like the cute stuff around. And I like to think that this is kind of a superpower, that I can make anything cuter. So it's like, oh, it's a monster. No, but it's kind of cute, so it's better. Including reality. So I'm the kind of person who see faces in mugs and stuff. I'm trying to discover how to make this video thing, but maybe I can show a little bit what I do if I manage to move things around. And that's it. Look at this, so pretty. So this is some things that I do, for instance, which is this cutie animals, many animals. I'm better with animals than with people. And sometimes I actually see people as animal, like I look at a person like, oh, that person looks like a big squirrel and he's walking around, and I sometimes have troubles to see actually they have hands and fingers and, human beings. It's true. It's not very helpful when you want to become a full, magnificent artist, but I like to think it's a cute way of seeing things. I'm a self-taught illustrator. I was not an illustrator since I was 5 years old, as most of artists. I started quite late, around of my 30 years old. Before that, I was a marketing person, so I used to work in advertising agents, help people out, know about the evil, how to sell yourself, how to do things to be cool, and dress in high heels and have a whole picture going on. And to be honest, I always loved to work with people that were super creative and be the one who help out or show around. I still like it a lot. Every now and then I see myself doing this because I think we all should notice some amazing people that sometimes they're so shy, they're hiding, and we all should know about that. But at one point I was so missing something. I think it happens a lot when you're getting some level on your job, that you just feel like something is missing, or you just look at it and say, so that's it, that's all that I can do it from this. And then I decided I should do something with my hands, or maybe I was creative too, who knows. Then I moved to Europe, and then I started, maybe I can draw, maybe. And then internet happened, and then I start having some online class, like, oh, this is how to draw a horse, and this is how to do this, and okay, I can do this, I can do that. I had some knowledge, of course, before. I used to work on Illustrator and some Photoshop knowledge, but nothing like from one thing to another. And then this was around 2013, so it's not so long ago, but it is quite long ago. And now it's been 6 years, solid 6 years, that I've been working on and having clients. I have an agent, and I don't have much to complain, but I think now I'm getting to, that's my complaining right now. And I think now I'm getting to the one stage that having clients is amazing, and I love my clients to death. They're super cool. But I feel like sometimes I miss to do other things that I used to do before. I think we are talking, maybe what I'm talking is about is not exactly style, but subject of something. Anyway, I'm comfortable with some things, but I would like to have a little bit more of me on some things that I can't. Mainly, in other words, is to say that I would like to have more imaginative freedom than what usually my clients do. My target is, I'm usually do work for kids around 5-6 years old, so they're not so realistic yet. They still believe that the bunny can bring things, or a bear can talk to you, or go to the beach, some kind of this. But also, it's not my clients try to keep a little bit, because probably parents as well, the clients, customers of them, let's say this way, they like to keep a little bit realistic or educative, which I completely understand. It's like, it needs to be slightly useful for the parents to buy. But I have some side of me that I would like to be more imaginative, like, not the bear could fly, which is also a good idea, but it's a little bit hard to explain. But yeah, like going on adventures under the sea and so on without much going on. And sometimes, of course, this imaginative things is not so childish, because sometimes involves something that's not so kiddish, I don't know. And that's part of things that I would like to dedicate this year for me. And I know that you didn't ask about that, but it's something to plans to the future, like why I'm doing this. I'm trying to do something scary for myself, which is put myself out there without being behind the clients all the time. which is quite nice, but also it's getting very comfortable, dangerously comfortable, and I would like to step out of that and maybe show myself a little bit more, which is always a little bit dangerous, because you feel like if you show some part of yourself, you're always afraid of losing your clients, which should be bullshit, but it's there. It's like you have all your best friends and then no one knows that you secretly don't like popcorn, and then you have to one day just mention like, I don't like popcorn, and then people just, we can't be friends anymore. So I don't know, I do like popcorn though. Stay tuned. I want to get used to this, because I also feel like internet is missing. Like from the top of my hill, and how old am I think internet is missing, some non-perfect things. And I'm an anxious person, and sometimes, even though I know it's not real, we look at other people's life and art, and you feel like, geez, this person does this amazing art one every day. Is that how it works? And why sometimes for me it's taking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and some struggle going on. I don't know, sometimes I miss someone that I could talk and say, geez, this week was horrible, and I just made two drawings, and that was it. And to be honest, I could do it both again, because I'm not very proud of them. And we just feel this relief of related to someone. So that's why I was thinking, maybe I can be this person that someone outside can look at me like, oh, look at her, she's also struggling, everything is fine, I'm not alone. Like, oh, I want to be this person that you feel like, I like to watch Malu because she struggles, she's clumsy, she drops things, she clearly don't have everything figured out, and whew, what a relief. So yeah, I want to be this person. I have this kind of channel to show you that maybe my secret life, which is my life is a mess. And that's why you don't see it on Instagram very often, because it's a mess. It's all over the place. But I don't miss one deadline. Everything is in place. Everybody got their drawing. Everybody's happy. But I don't have the pretty desk all the time with everything on time, and oh yeah, I also have time for personal life and drink with friends and have a night like it's not how it happens. I wish it was though, because I think when you say to someone that you're an artist, there is some expectations going on. I myself have a lot of expectations that one day I'm gonna just talk to someone and say, hi, I'm an artist, which means I'm very creative, I have an amazing wardrobe, and I can paint on napkins everywhere, which is completely not true. At least not good things, but I can do stuff. So yeah, that's why. And this first video is gonna be very shitty, because I'm probably gonna rewatch and say, did I say that things? Did I say words like shitty? Should I do that again? Probably not. Not a good idea. Let's not do this again. And probably what it's maybe a safe way that I can show some personal projects or some behind the scenes, like me drawing or something like that. The messy stuff, but then with me talking about. Yeah, I hope I get used to talk to another one, and I hope the person who watched this, you, for instance, very brave person. Should I mention how brave you are? You're awesome. And I hope you are watching this like after 100 videos that I'm already awesome somehow in the future, and you say, oh, look at her, she was horrible at the beginning. But I'm a believer that we all can start anytime in life. and it's gonna be awesome. What else can I tell? This first video that I'm messing everything up. Yeah. Oh yeah. So nice that I know how to do things here. I got help. Don't think yourself that I got this all myself. So I want to try to make, like, you know, my face one side, which is not working right now. And then, oh look, you can see things. This is from my website. I'm cheating a little bit. Because I know how to put there. It was one project that I did, and it was stickers. It was so cool. That's my sketch. I usually do a sketch on paper before. I wish was everything digital so I could make speed drawing and be super cool on internet. But yeah, I don't do that. I do on paper. So I have to figure out how to record this. I don't know. Someday, somehow. Maybe the next video I can show you me struggling to draw, I don't know, a mouse. Happens. And yeah, so I draw on paper, and then usually I just take a very silly picture with my phone and then throw on the illustrator, and then I draw on the top of that, and then I become creative on the top of that, and then it turns out something cute and people like it, and I'm very happy with. I'm very happy with Illustrator. Sometimes I try other things, but I can maybe talk about this after one day. Let's put on the list of one day. I also feel like in the next time I should have prepared something, like, you know, some list of content that I clearly didn't prepare. I also have no idea when this video started and how long I've been talking non-stop. So I assume that was probably 10 minutes or so. Maybe it's been 10 hours. How bored you are. I can try to show one thing that I did this week. This week I did, I've been trying to get better on Procreate. So I did a Procreate time-lapse, speed drawing, who knows what's the name. The Procreate thing, because I've been trying to draw on iPad because, you know, it looks cool, you go and draw everywhere. But I discovered that I'm a very control freak person and I like my lines very specific. And so has been a struggle. So I made some sketches, and okay, it's Sunday. I'm alone in the studio to record this, and sometimes make some noises, and I got a little bit scared, but that's it. I'm alone, I think. All looks like. Anyway, back to my drawings. And then I did this Illustrator, Procreate time-lapse thing to look cool on my Instagram. And this was the result. There is a beautiful time-lapse on the Instagram because that's what made. I mean, it's beautiful because it's super cute to see the lines growing and happening. But I honestly didn't like the result. And mainly because some lines looks off. Maybe not for you, but for me, looks very off. And this is my sketch, how it all born it, like, you know, it's gonna be this and mouse there. It's very messy, but you got the idea. Then you say, what is the girl eating the cheese? It's here, the girl eating the cheese. It's my favorite. Yeah, it was inspiring me. I made this thinking about that was 2020, the Chinese year, and I like the idea that was the year of the rat, and I want to think about that. I want to slow down a little bit this year because last year was very intense for me with a lot of things going on, and I said, okay, so maybe I will slow down a little bit this year. So far it didn't happen, but it's still a plan, still time, still February. We are good, all good here. And so I was inspired for that. Like, what if we enjoy life a little bit more than just, run the wheel, hamster wheel. And I know hamster and rat is not the same thing, but let's assume that I didn't know that when I did it. So I put this mouse a little bit more celebrating and the other one eating, because eating and drinking is celebrating life, in my opinion. And then now, today I was struggling thinking about this video and I couldn't think about how to start. And then I made the illustrator version of it, which is a little bit more control freak and different color, a little bit more sober maybe. I'm not sure if this is the end of it, but I think it's pretty close what I want to do. Yeah, so hopefully this kind of setup is gonna happen. Maybe my face less. That's the plan. It's gonna happen. Then maybe I can draw in real time next week or next video. I don't know if it's gonna happen next week. I need to process all of this. But mainly, that's it. I want to just show some honest illustrator life, like my honest life, which is a little bit messy, and some honesty going on, like how I struggle with Procreate and I usually don't like the results. But now that I make a new one, maybe I like the previous one. Happens all the time. Now I see my head is a little bit messy. Also, I can work better on this. Let's take notes. Yeah, I should have haircut and color pink to look more cool, something like that. Also, not very cute nose. Start to look impressive. Yeah, so I think I can show around some things to look a little bit more interesting person, illustrator at least. And that's it. I found it. Okay, I'm talking for 22 minutes. You are a very brave person. Thank you so much. I promise the second one is gonna be better, and so on, so on. I hope, right? It can be worse than this. Can? I don't think so. So that's it, I guess, for now. I hope come back to other video when I figure out where to look at also, because right now I feel like I'm looking all over the place. Sorry about that as well. And thank you for being there, existing, and being interested in some honest side of things. Yeah, that's it. And turn it off where I have no idea why. And I also have a mouse that I don't know how to use. And here we go, maybe. Okay, it's on the other one. It's gonna happen. Bear with me. Here we go. Done.